All right, there we go. Oh. All right, I got a live stream. Hello there. Good to see you, Kels. First one in the door. Welcome, Fiesta Friday. Oh, I just fired my live feed up. I know. It's been too long. What's up, Z? Good to see you. You and Kelsey, first one's in the door. I like these Elixir strings, but as I mentioned the other night, I was at Milano's and they didn't have the Polyweb, which had the coating on them, so I like the strings. They have a great sound, but these really squeak. There's no coating on them, but I'm grateful. You take what you can get. What up? Oh, so good to see y'all here. We'll give it another minute or so and see if anybody else can catch up with you. All right, welcome my tribe. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I have that which shall not be spoken waiting for me in the freezer, which I think Kelsey's the only one on the planet knows what that code word is. I'll share it with Z. That means frozen pizza. I don't need it, but I was just too tired to cook, so I grabbed it on the way home at Fry's. So I've got that waiting for me, and I'm ready already for it. But music comes first, so I have to salute my tribe and honor our Friday night tradition. All right. Let's start off. I'll get my vocals and fingers warmed up. Let's start off with a little Jim Croce. Man, my brain is like fried, I think. So. hope I didn't wake you, but what I've gotta say can't wait. I know you'd understand, but every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kinda strange, but every time I'm near you, I'll just run out of things to say. I know you'd understand, but every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Every time the time was right, all the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kinda strange, I hope I didn't wake you, but there's something that I just gotta say. I know you'd understand, every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. All right, a little Steve Poltz, gosh, my brain, I'm not even thinking. A little Jim Croce. I usually start off with Steve Poltz, so I'm just kind of, I think my brain's on autopilot, so, oh well. Welcome. As always, no matter how small the crowd, it is an esteemed group of tribes people, tribes members. Thanks for being here. All right, Kels, let's do the one that I learned and accompanied you on a couple years ago. A little Towns Bounds Out. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? And if you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Now in the night forlorn, all the morning's born, and the morning shines with the lights of love. You will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. And if I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Lady's with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Loop and lily green, she's as sight to see and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Oh, awesome. I love that little song. The late, great Townes Van Zandt. Well caught up. You're welcome, Z. Thanks, Kels. Since I only know two, I haven't done this in a little bit. Let's do a double shot of Townes Van Zandt. I just have to think about the opening. See, once I play If I Needed You, that's the opening I keep hearing, and I have to erase that from my mind. Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron and your breath's as hard as kerosene. You're what your mama's only son, but a favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dreams. Pancho's abandoned boys, his horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the borders down in Mexico, and no one heard his dying words. That's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty left for Ohio, and where he got the bread to go, ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Pick it. Now the poets write how Pancho fell, and Lefty lives in cheap hotels. The border's quiet and Cleveland's cold, So the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do, and now he's growing old. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong, out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong, out of kindness, I suppose. Oh, all right. A little double shot of the late great Townsend Van Zandt. Thanks, my tribe, for being here. A small but esteemed, as always, group tonight. Let's do a little, my buddy Steve Poltz from via Australia. He wrote this years ago in Australia. You ride with the top down, all the boys stare, with the scent of a magazine in your windblown hair. And I could have tried to get deeper inside, so I sat there alone, slowly got fried. Hope it's only pretend, and this is the end. I've got piles of old pictures, I've got your clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the records, leave me the Motown and the stacks. Leave me the Motown and the stacks. I broke down in Grimsby, and I missed you so bad. I felt like a fifth wheel, a smile when I'm sad, and all of the whiskey in the world couldn't stop my heart from beating. I spun like a top. Hope it's only pretend, and this is the end. And I've got piles of old pictures, I've got your clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the vinyl, leave me the Motown and the stacks. Leave me the Motown and the stacks. Screw these damn cell phones, make cancer in my head. This genetic chicken makes me feel like I'm dead. We can argue for hours and then miles in the night, till I just pass out. The fluorescent light. Hope it's only pretend, and this is the end. And I've got piles of old pictures, I've got your clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the vinyl, Motown and the stacks. I've got piles of old memories, you and me down by the tracks. You can keep most of the records, but leave me the Motown and the stacks. Leave me the Motown and the stacks. All right, some of my buddy Steve Poltz, singer-songwriter extraordinaire. Welcome, my Friday tribe. Oh, it must be Friday night out. So glad you're here, though. Do this one from the Country Strong soundtrack. When the stars line up and you catch a good break, and people think you're lucky, but you know it's grace, and it can happen so fast. We're a little bit late, and timing is everything. And I've had close calls when it could have been me. I was young when I learned just how fragile life can be. I lost friends of mine because it wasn't my time, and timing is everything. And I could have been a child that God took home, and I would have been one more unfinished song. When it seems a rhyme is hard to find, that's when one comes along just in time. Well, I remember that day when our eyes first met. You ran into the building to get out of the rain 'cause you were soaking wet. And as I held the door, you wanted to know my name. And timing is everything. And I could have been another minute late, you never would have crossed my path that day. When it seems true love is hard to find, that's when love comes along just in time. You can call it fate or destiny. Sometimes it really seems like it's a mystery, 'cause you can be hurt by love or healed by the same. Timing is everything. And it can happen so fast. We're a little bit late. Timing is everything. Oh, a little Garrett Hedlund from that Country Strong soundtrack. And while I'm capoed here in the 5th fret, Kelsey, I play that little Bob Schneider song we were talking about from Austin, Texas. Pilot in the nationally known Amazing Ladies of the Outer Zone. She didn't have no kids, she didn't have no time. She was a woman of her word, she was a fighter of crime. She looked good in a hat, she had a natural way. With tools and no car, she went to UCLA. And Everybody said she was as crazy as a loon, and she was a girl she'd spend every afternoon sitting in her backyard pretending to be a fighter ace in the Japanese military. She liked to make up her mind, she kept her feet in the air. She wore her heart on her sleeve 'cause she'd found it there. And it was all well and good until she met this young man, a young pilot named Steve with a beautiful tan. He spoke English and French and he swam like a swan. Had a mouthful of teeth and more style than Cezanne. He could talk to the bees, he could breathe in the air. He wore his heart on his sleeve 'cause he found it there. And they'd sit in the trees and they'd talk through the night while the blind moon swam the pale starry light. They talked and they crowed and they told what they knew. It was better than beer, it was all strange and new. There was grass all around, it was black up above. It was more than hello, it was something like love. And I don't know why life, it seems to be so hard for dreamers like you and me. When love is love is everywhere. Oh, I love that little song. All right. Still just us? Looks like it. All caught up in check-ins and comments? All righty. I'll play this original of mine. Called For You. So it all comes down to this: how we get past one last kiss. Seems the stars might have their way, and love's a fool's dance, so they say. This is one thing I can do: take myself down off this lover's cross and fall for you, for you. I'm no shining knight, I know, no righteous crest and no halo, but I'm the one who's here tonight. This surrender feels so right. You're my rapture of the blue. Take my hand, let's make this lover's leap. It's all for you, for you. I pray for sleep that will not come till I know that I'm the only one you want to fall for you, for you. like home in your embrace. Your tender kiss, perfume and lace. That's me lighting up the sky. A flaming star, make your wish and I will fly. See me falling straight to you. Here I am, say I'm your man. I'll give it on for you. Oh, you. Oh, you. For you. Whew. All right. Thanks, Kelsey. I'm glad you liked that. Dave says, yo, then yup. Awesome. Well, good to have you here. Oh, thanks, man. I do like that song. Oh. I think I'm just going to do 2 more and I'll be done. I'm tired, man. I'll be back Sunday rested. All right. Since it's just Kels and Z, each of you type in a request and I'm going to play those and that'll be it. So I'm going to end it on my friend's requests. So whatever you want to hear, since we're shortening the set tonight, thanks for checking in. I defer to both of you. So type in 1 request each and it shall be done. C wants Hound Dog. Oh, I don't play that. I haven't done that I did that in Mexicali 8 years ago. I'd have to relearn that, but that's a good one. You also requested You're the Devil in Disguise. I did play with that last weekend, I think, so I've got to learn that. That one too, so I'll learn that. Oh, sorry, Kelsey, that guitar is not tuned for I'd have to retune that whole guitar. I'll play that Sunday though. I do like that. I've tried playing it in the standard tuning, Paul McCartney. I just can't do it. It just sounds ridiculous. I sound like Mickey Mouse. Because I was trying to do it without having to retune. I have to tune that whole guitar down. But I will, and I need to run through that because I haven't done it in a while. All right, so both of you have requests that I will get to. You have my word. So type in something else so give me a second string. Give me a B-side. We'll call it the B-side. That when they released songs on 45s when I was a kid, whatever the A-side was, that was the one that was getting airplay on the radio. The B-side was something that wasn't. Another Jim Croce song. I will. All right, and Kel's type in something else. And I don't remember I got a name. I'm sorry, I don't. I haven't played that in a long time. I got to relearn that one too. So I'll type in anything else you want and I'll play it. So, Jim Croce. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I had a bottle, that's forever. If dreams could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know you're the one I want to go through time with. If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I looked around enough to know you're the one I want to go through time with. Oh, huh. Yeah, Kelsey, I got a name. It's capoed and it's got some finger picking patterns that I have to do just right, and I rarely ever play that, but I will get back to that one. The Wedding Singer I can do. You're welcome, Z. I want to make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry you around when your arthritis is bad. Yeah, all I want to do is grow old with you. I get you medicine when your tummy aches, put you to bed if the furnace breaks. Yeah, it could be so nice growing old with you. I'll miss you, kiss you, give you my coat when you are cold. I need you, feed you, and even let you hold the remote control. So let me do the dishes in our kitchen sink, put you to bed when you've had too much to drink. I could be the man who grows old with you. I need to miss you, kiss you, take your shoes off and massage your feet. I need you, feed you. When we play checkers, I'll let you cheat. So let me do the dishes in our kitchen sink, put you to bed when you've had too much to drink. Yeah, I could be the one who grows old with you. I want to grow old with you. Oh, thanks for those requests. I still love those songs that I don't play very often. All right. Thanks, my esteemed tribes members. Oh, man, I'm tired. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking in for a little shorter set. I'll be back with a full set on Sunday. And so good to sing for both of you. I'm working on trying to figure out when the next live show should be and when. In a couple of months maybe. So we'll need to get thinking about that. If you guys come up with a good theme, you know, maybe after March, maybe April, I don't know, something. We'll come up with something that's thematic, that has a good theme to it, and we'll see about getting some gatherings of our tribes members. I'm gonna do that, Z. Thanks. Yes, lots of pizza, Kills. Thanks. You're welcome. Thank you both for being here. So, as always, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thank you, y'all, for keeping yourselves healthy. Keep those immune systems bolstered up. Get plenty of sunshine and vitamin D. And enjoy your weekend. And I will be back Sunday at 5 p.m. for Soulful Sunday. See you then.